Hey everybody, today is Forgiveness Friday, and I hope you all are having a great day. It is so beautiful and sunny outside. And I have been spending a lot of time in prayer, meditating, spending time with my family, and God is pruning me. I always tell y'all that, but He is. When I say it's real in these streets, it's real in these streets. But I know that everything He does, it has a purpose, and He's working it out for our good, whether we see it or not, whether we choose to see it or not, whether we believe it or not. It is so. So my thing today is for wives, and God has been dealing a lot with me as far as marriage and being a wife, and what I tell, or what I feel I should tell our wives, is to cover up. Please cover up. It ain't got nothing to do with how you shaped. It has nothing to do with, shaking what your mama gave you, or I got it from my mama, or whether you got the body or not. Like, that is has nothing to do with it. It's just out of respect. Respect for you, respect for your husband. And husbands, respect yourself and your wife enough to tell her to cover up. It ain't about force. It ain't about I'm a woman, I'm grown. It's about respect, right? Some things should only be viewed by your spouse, right? And I had to learn, I'm still learning, but we get offended when people say it. We get offended when our husbands say it. Like, my husband used to tell me, you know, as far as, like, I had a habit of taking my shirt and I would tie a knot in the back. And to me, I mean, I didn't see nothing wrong with it, but I mean, it does leave room to create temptation in others. Because my intention wasn't like I want someone to look at me. I just like tying my shirt up in the back. My shirts, even with medium, still run big for me. So I'm like, okay, let me make it a little bit more form fitting for me. But no, you're really not doing it for you, because it's allowing others to be able to see. And again, it has nothing to do with you, or I look a certain way, or I how you shape, and because you shape that way, it's just respect. It's not putting yourself or your husband in a position where he has to possibly fight or have some type of verbal altercation, right? It's just being mindful. And so we've been looking at marriage boot camp, right? It's funny, but it's also therapeutic, right? If you really look at it and you be real with yourself, right? Like, it can help you, because as far as like the communication and a lot of different strategic games that they play, like, it's really therapeutic. I've been enjoying it. But what I've been seeing on there, like, the women, like, you dressing, you're just exposing it all, right? Even down to the bathing suit. And again, you're putting your husband in a predicament where, like, okay, you have at least four couples, right? So you got three men and three women, at least. Sometimes it might be five, but still, I don't care how faithful you are to your mate. You're still putting them in a position, like, we're human at the end of the day. We got eyes. You can't help if you see this big rump walking back and forth past you, because everything that you have on is revealing. The short sets, the skirts, everything is revealing. The bathing suits, you don't have anything. You don't even have a cover up on at all. It's just bearing it all. Breasts out. I don't, and like, these women, like, every single day you wore something where your breast was it's just all out. It's just out. You know, and then just playing petty little games where, you making this person mad, and you gotta, I'm trying to make this person even more mad. Like, it's therapeutic. It's very therapeutic. It revealed for me, and I'm looking at my husband like, we don't even do that. And it was one game, I forgot the game he was playing. He was like, we would have killed that. And I'm like, yeah, I think we would have too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they was putting like the bumper cars, the speed cars together. He was like, yeah, we would have killed that. But it was a test of communication. I love it. But like, it's just so many opportunities as wives. We just got to do better. We got to do better. Like, some things is just for your husband to see. The whole world doesn't need to see it. And then we get offended when people comment on it, but we put ourselves in that position. We got to do better. It's such an aha moment. Like, it's just like, I'm loving the change and the growth, because I'm like, dad, like, I don't even want to put him in a position. I know how my husband is. I don't want to put him in a position where he got to even defend me like that. You know what I'm saying? That's me, because I shouldn't have done it. And he bears no expense. He bears no expense. He has no filter. And so I don't even want to put him in that type of predicament, because men nowadays, it's no fist fight. We want to go and run and get guns. So I'm definitely not putting him in that type of position, because I want him here with me. As long as God would allow us to be here together, that's what I want. So I'm not even going to put him in that type of predicament, right? So we just got to do better. I'm sorry if, this might not have been the message I was trying to get on this good, sunny, beautiful Forgiveness Friday, but it was needed. We got to do better, especially if you love your spouse. If you love your spouse, you're happy with your spouse, don't put them, male or female, guys, y'all got to do better too. Sometimes, some of the things y'all wear when it gets warm, y'all know. My husband wears shorts under his clothes, so I'm good. But I mean, y'all know, sometimes y'all wear things and y'all, it may not be intentional. I'm not sure, but just do better. Do not put your significant other in a position that makes them uncomfortable, or they got to speak against it or whatever. Like, the enemy comes to bring confusion and discord. Let's not do that. Love you, beauties.